right, check this out, guys. What's your property worth? Instantly calculate the market value of your home. This is the landing page where you'll be directing all of your traffic. So online and offline traffic. Essentially what you're going to have is you're going to have access in your dashboard to a personal link or a personal URL that you can direct people to for any online prospecting or online marketing. Social media ads, social media posts, email newsletters, even email signatures, for example. Put it at the bottom of your email signature. SMS marketing, all that jazz. Anything online that requires a link, you'll get your own personal link. And then, of course, anything that requires a QR code. So any offline marketing, print media, open home brochures, flyers, letterbox shops, community sponsorships, or things like that. Anything that has a QR code, you will also get a QR code. What basically happens is anyone who scans your QR code or clicks on your link will be directed to a landing page that looks like this. What's your property worth? As I said, instantly. Keyword here, of course, is instantly calculate the market value of your home. Why do we use instantly? Because people want instant gratification. They want to be able to get information from you. They want to have access to it, frictionless, and basically give it to them in their fingertips, right? Don't make them wait. Don't make them communicate with you to get it. All people need to do is type an address in. That's it. You'll notice we don't request any personal information on the very first step. The reason we do this is because 9 times out of 10, when you're requesting personal information straight away, what do people do? They're dropping out straight away. Okay, you do the same as a consumer yourself. Let's get people in motion first. I'll show you exactly why. Once they type their address in, they click on calculate. And what happens next is incredibly important. We display this cheeky little estimated value. We blur it out. We do this intentionally. Why? Because like any negotiation in sales and marketing, people want what they can't have. By doing this, we entice more people to give you their details. Yes, for the skeptics, you will still have some people drop out at this level because, as you can see, to reveal the property value, we need contact information here. However, you've got them this far. You've got them in motion. So those who drop out here, don't stress. Let's go to my dashboard now. In my dashboard, the agent dashboard, I've also been notified via email. That address has been entered in. So if someone does decide to drop out of here, they get cold feet about giving you their details, don't stress. You've still been notified that that address was entered. Really powerful tool for door knocking, letterbox shopping, ID for me, whatever you want to do, okay? So not all doom and gloom. Even those who drop out, you'll still be notified. However, those who follow through with contact information, so all they'll need to do is type in their name, their number, their email address, and what they're looking to do. So we give them 2 options here for the interest level, research or selling. Of course, some people are going to say they're researching, but they're actually looking to sell. You figure those out once you do your follow-up call. Let's say, for example, I click on selling. I then agree to the terms and conditions. What agreeing to these terms is basically agreeing for consent to be contacted by you as the agent at a later date. So when you do your follow-up calls now, people are going to be like, why the hell are you calling me? I never agreed to a call. It's there, plain as day. They are agreeing for consent to be contacted. And of course, they cannot move forward unless they tick that box. You can see the button is graying out and not. Let's click on now review full report. On screen straight away, instantly they're going to be displayed a full CMA quality digital report for that particular property. You might have heard that little ding in the background as well. I've just been emailed a version of this report as well. So as a consumer, I can reopen this report anytime I like for 90 days. That report will stay active and valid for 90 days. At the end of the 90 days, I will have to repopulate or redo a new report. I can download a PDF version of that whenever I like, of course, as well. And of course, I can I reopen it through my email. As we scroll down, I can just click through the photos, super interactive. So I can see, obviously, making sure the photos are all up to date. I've got all the spec of the property. So 3-bed, 2-bath. I can see the land, whatnot. I've now got estimated value. We display a guide, of course. You don't want to be too narrow with your guide because if it's 2 or 3% price guide, what reason have you got to get in front of them? You've also got obviously an estimated rent. This data is coming direct from REA's data. So it's real-time data, live data. It's more accurate than any other data source right now. Believe me, we've tested all of them. REA's data is by far the most accurate. You've now got property history, local market activity. This is super interactive, of course. If I live at this property, I can also see what properties have sold around me, okay? So real live data, exactly what you'd normally be giving people in a listing presentation anyway. Stop withholding information. Give it to them early. Give them everything that they need so that all you need to do then is close, okay? People will love you for it. Same deal with for sale. You've got active properties on the market around my area. People will love you for it because you're not withholding information, okay? It's not behind, you're not putting it on a pedestal that you're the only person that can give them this information. Median sale price, the super interactive graph and report here. Of course, I can change it based off the amount of bedrooms I have, of course, as well. And then, of course, same applies with average days on market, etc. as well. I can filter that based off the amount of beds for my area. Going down to potential buyers. This is the most powerful tool that you will ever find in any reporting. I own a 3-bedroom property in this area, for example. I can see the active buyers. Again, this is unique buyers direct from REA. Okay, so we're coming into spring at the moment. So obviously we're in the middle of winter. It's dipping a little bit. As we approach spring, as we all know, that graph will start increasing. Really great negotiation tool, and it's a really powerful tool, of course, for buyers. So for homeowners, they can actively see what's happening in their local marketplace. So as I said, super interactive report, pretty much what you give them in a CMA anyway, with a few extra bits and pieces there, but it's fully digital, fully interactive. Going back to my dashboard, you can now see that lead has now come through into my dashboard. Of course, I've been notified this by email. So I get an email notification for both. When an address gets entered, of course, whether they input their details or not. And then, of course, when they follow through with contact information. Let me just take you back to the landing page. If I just go back to the landing page, there's a couple of customizations you can make here. First and foremost, you've got your profile headshot. This won't be an emoji or a character. It'll be your actual profile photo. You've got your name. This will, of course, be your logo and, of course, contact information at the bottom. If I wanted to change any of that, I can simply do it in edit appearances. So if I wanted to remove my contact information and my profile photo, I can simply do that there, turn those off, save, go back here, refresh. You can see that that's now disappeared. Same applies if I want to edit any company information, if I wanted to change my logo, if I wanted to change the background color or the fonts. I go save. I now go back to my landing page. You can see I refresh. That's all now changed as well. As I spoke about earlier, you've got a QR code top right-hand corner. This is exclusive to your account. This will never expire as long as your account is active. Download that directly. You can see that downloads. I can now obviously put that on all of my print marketing, mail outs, community sponsorships. You can encourage people to scan to get an instant price estimate. You have to put that with the QR code. Make sure you're telling people scan to get an instant price estimate on your property. When they see it, they're more enticed to scan. Believe me right now, if you're doing letterbox drops, flyer drops, you will 5 to 10 extra appraisals just by having a unique instant appraisal QR code with it. When people don't have to contact you direct, it is so much easier. Believe me, even if you just want to use Pocket Appraisal just for your print marketing, believe me, it is well and truly worth it. All right. You've got copy URL, top right-hand corner as well. That'll basically direct, if I open up a new tab, direct people directly to my landing page. That's pretty much the nuts and bolts of it, guys. Of course, you've got your analytics here. You can add team members. So if you're in an EBU, you can add team members, simply invite them via email. They'll basically be part of your account. They will get access to their own link and your own QR code, but they'll have their own dashboard. You can still, as the main admin, you can still access all of the leads. Outside that, guys, there is a link somewhere below this video, somewhere to book in a demo. I can run you through things in a bit more detail. If you need help getting more traffic to your landing page, we obviously have an advertising agency as well. We can help with all the advertising, of course, as well. Book a demo below. We can chat through that. Otherwise, there's 3 accounts, guys. Start on the basic if you really want. $97 a month. Essentially, you won't get access to the QR code or all the analytics or the customizations. $197 a month is pretty much what most people actually run with. If you want to add team members, you've got $297 a month. As I said, can run you through it in a bit more detail through a demo. Bye for now. See you soon.